Hello everyone. So myself Karthik Kulkarni, I am your chemistry faculty. So today I am going to deal with one of the important concepts of chemistry, that is surface chemistry. In this topic we are going to discuss synopsis of this topic, that is surface chemistry. Then we are going to solve some questions that are going to appear and already appeared in entrance exams. Okay, so shall we begin? Now, today as we are starting with a topic called as surface chemistry. Surface chemistry. Now, before to start with this topic, we need to understand what is this surface chemistry is all about. Okay? Now, let me consider one example. This is a woolen material. I am considering a woolen material right here. Just say a duster. You can consider it as a duster. Now, this duster is covered with what? Mesh or woolen material. You might have seen this. Now, so here, whatever the outer part that you are observing, right here, this outer part. Okay, this outer part is what we are going to call it as surface. We are going to call it as surface. Anything that you can see and which is covering the body, which you can see and that is covering the body from outside, that is called as surface. Now on this surface, what is there? Some mesh material is out there, which is made up of woolen. Now you can consider this woolen material as reactions. Now, what this surface chemistry is all about? If any reaction that is going to take place on the surface of the material, that is called as surface chemistry. Now, this is surface. What is taking place on the surface? Reactions are taking place. Now, we can call this as surface chemistry. Or surface, even you can call it as reactions. Okay. Now we need to define this definition. How to define this? Okay. Now, in which part you are going to study the surface chemistry? In chemistry. So how are we going to start definition? Surface chemistry is a branch of chemistry which deals with various phenomenon taking place at the surface or interface. Now see here, as I told already that surface chemistry is nothing but it is the study of the reactions that are going to take place on the surface of the material, on any material you can consider. Any type of reaction that is going to take place on the surface of the material, such type of reactions are called as surface reaction, and study about these type of reaction is called as surface chemistry. Same thing we have explained in case of definition. Now, surface chemistry we are going to study in case of in the part of chemistry. So, surface chemistry is nothing but what? It is a branch of chemistry which deals with what? Which deals with means which is all about, or it is all about what? Which deals with various phenomenon. Various phenomenon is nothing but different type of reactions taking place at the surface. At the surface. See here, reaction, as I already told you that if any reaction that going to take place on the surface. So this is surface. So if any reaction is taking place on the surface, it is called as what? Surface chemistry. Same here, branch of chemistry, we know that. Second thing, which deals with various phenomenon. Various phenomenon is nothing but different type of reactions you can consider. Taking place at the surface. Up to this, it is clear. Now, an important terminology has been used right here, has been introduced right here. That is called as interface. Now, we need to understand what is the meaning of this interface. Now, let me consider a container, a glass container. You can say an open glass container we are considering right now. In this, I am going to add equal mixture of water and oil. Equal mixture of water and oil. So what all I am adding right here? I am adding oil at the surface, or I am adding oil plus what I am adding? Water. That means as due to the presence of fatty acids, oil start floating on the surface. At the bottom, what you are going to observe? A water. As we already know that both the liquids, oil and water, both liquids are what? Immiscible. Immiscible. Now question arises, what do you mean by immiscible? Immiscible means they cannot mix. They cannot mix. As a result, oil will be floating on the surface due to the presence of fatty acids and water will be at the bottom. And the two liquids, immiscible liquids, are separated by an imaginary line. So you can see, nobody has drawn any line right here, but even though due to the surface tension, some of the imaginary line has been developed right here. Okay, that imaginary line is separating oil from water and water from the oil. This imaginary line, whatever you are observing, that is called as interface. That is called as what? Interface. An imaginary line that is separating two immiscible liquids. That is called as interface. And if any type of reaction going to take place at this place, it is called as surface chemistry. It is called as what? Surface chemistry. Now, node point. What is the node point? What we have to remember right here? The node point is surface chemistry can be observed in case of solid and liquid. In case of solid and liquid, but not in the case of gases. In the case of gases. What I am saying, just remember this, observe here. Surface chemistry can be observed in case of solid, in case of liquid, but not in case of what? Gases. In gases, we cannot observe. The reason is, let me consider one general example. So right now we are present in this room. We are right here in this room. So right here, different type of gases are available. Different types of gases are available. Now, can we separate or differentiate, or can we tell at which position the gas the chlorine gas is present, or the carbon dioxide gas is present, or hydrogen gas is present. Can we tell like that? No. Just if can I tell like this? Right here we have oxygen. Right on my left side we have nitrogen gas. Like this can we tell? No. Because when the two gases going to combine or mix, they are going to become what? Miscible. That is, they are going to mix completely. Because gases are completely miscible with each other. Miscible with each other. Gases completely mix with each other. For this reason, because of their mixing, they are going to form what? A single layer. But to observe the surface chemistry or surface phenomena, what we need, immiscible condition is needed, where the reaction should take place on the surface and the condition should be what? Immiscible. Both the liquids or whatever the states of matter that you are going to consider, they should not mix completely. Okay, they should be immiscible. But here gases are what? Completely miscible. They are completely mixing with each other and they are forming a single layer. So because of this reason, we cannot observe surface chemistry in case of gases. Have you understood? Any confusions? If you have any confusions, please let me know. Now, next point. The very important point that we need to understand right here is to study the surface phenomena, that is surface chemistry, surface phenomenon or surface chemistry, we require a clear surface, and we need to maintain vacuum condition. Vacuum condition is nothing but where the dust particles are absent or a clear air will be present. Okay, we require vacuum condition. So to study the surface phenomena, we require a clear surface or clean surface and vacuum condition. Why? So if I am going to consider an iron material and if I am going to allow it to expose to the outer environment, if I am going to allow this iron material to expose to the outer environment due to the action of gases like oxygen, what is going to start developing? Rusting process start developing right here. So already some reactions have taken place on this surface. So already reactions have taken place on this surface. Can we study again any reactions going to take place on the surface? No. Already a reaction has taken place. We cannot study again. Okay. So we need to study how these reactions going to take place on that surface. For that reason, we require clean surface and vacuum condition. Second point, already they have found rusting. On the rust surface, we cannot study the surface phenomena. Right? Already the process has taken place. How are you going to study it? Okay? So, we need to study from the start. So, for that reason, we require clean surface and vacuum condition. Second one, we require pressure, because in some cases to study the surface phenomena we require a pressurized gas. So we need to understand what should be the pressure. So the amount of pressure that we need to provide is 10 raised to minus 8 to 10 raised to minus 9 Pascal. Atmospheric pressure we require to provide. Okay, up to this, is it clear?